Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Kaiser. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because...
And Crowell lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
Kaiser on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now it's Crowell running right. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 12-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Kaiser now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Ohio.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. Flushed out. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Jones has it over the middle. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there. Ryan into Jones. 43 yards. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this. Second and goal to go now. Again, it'll be Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Here's Ryan, and that'll make it third and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That's a tough one not to hang on to on third and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up fourth down. It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Browns offensively getting ready to take the field again. If you take a step back, Charles, last 2 years for the Browns, 1-31. Worst 2-year stretch in the 98-year history of the NFL. Everybody knows that story. And the playoff drought at 14 years. Where does this franchise turn?
It's one of the great questions because I was on the record last spring that their draft looked about as professional a draft as you could have. 3 first-round.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dontari Poe able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for the second straight play. They may want to block him on third down. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's third and long. Kaiser to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Accelerating, and off he goes. A big play there just before halftime. 76 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl, you're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Kaiser now escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A first down throw for Kaiser, being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And Gonzalez puts this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Again, it's Crowell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First down carry now for Crowell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
To throw, Kaiser finds a seam inside the 40. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Caught on the right side by Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Freeman again, a first down carry. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, Ryan. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it'll bring up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 35 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They begin with a run by Corral. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Corral. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. To throw is Kaiser. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. The gain of 39 that time.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked up by Keanu Neal. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ryan wants to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within one score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. One final shot for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so.